Here we have a 1935 Rogers 4621. Purchased it from a fellow in Toronto. Really liked the look of the cabinet, but it was pretty beat up, as you can see. This is some material on this radio that came from 1935 that shows radio originally sold for around $87 and would have come equipped with some spray shield tubes at the time, but they're pretty hard to find anymore, so I had to make do with what I had. This is the cabinet stripped down, and you can see some straps on it where it's been glued, and the straps are holding it together while the glue is curing. It's got some really nice veneers on it and a nice style. This is a template I made in order to back the grill cloth and hold it in place a little better than what it originally had been. And there's the refinished cabinet put back together. I got some knobs from a fella in Elmwood who was kind enough to sell them to me at a very reasonable price. The power transformer in this radio was more than a little suspect, as you can see by the material that was oozing out of the power transformer because of it overheating. Along the way, I discovered that it is quite likely that the cabinet for this radio was made by Neckel Furniture in Hanover, which is a town close by to where I live, in Kincardine, and a lot of these old radio cabinets and furniture of all kinds was made in this part of the world many years ago. So when I pulled the radio apart and took a look inside to see what I had purchased, this is what I found. Not pretty. Somebody had tried to do a repair job on it, and it was quite a, well, literally it was a mess. Parts hanging out of it, parts not connected, parts that were open, parts that were in the wrong place. So it took a lot of time to repair it. Again, there's another picture of what I purchased. You can see a cap that was just pulled up through the bottom of the chassis and wired on and taped. And again, there's that power transformer that's was running hot. Here the transformers being pulled out in order to be replaced, and again you can see kind of the crumbling mess of wires and whatever kind of material they used to put in these transformers, hardened, chipping, spilling out from all the heat that it had absorbed over the years. This is one of the reasons why these power transformers fail. This is a dial lamp that is butted right up against the cabinet and not insulated, so it was shorting, and because this radio and radios back in that time were not fused, a fuse didn't blow, and it just kind of kept cooking until basically it parts melted down. This is what I discovered was an RF coil. Folks on the Antique Radio Forum helped me discover what it was, or pinpoint what it was. And once it was replaced with this coil that I found in a box of stuff that a local radio tech who is retired gave to me when he was moving. Luckily I found it, installed it, and it cured a host of issues that this radio was having, including biasing the 6A7 tube properly. And there's the finished insides of it. Everything's been repaired. All the caps are replaced and in there nice and sound, and any out of tolerance resistors were replaced too. This is just a diagram of the top of the radio chassis, identifying the original tubes and such. And this is the these are the readings of the voltages that came off the radio when I finished it and found it working properly. So let's take a look at what we have here. This is the finished radio. I'm really happy with how it came out. You can see the new power transformer in the back there. So let's hear what we have.
Helicopter and divers were again assisting yesterday. Citizens have tied teddy bears to the bridges.
Last time with Levi's wife Jenny, who described the incredible pain and sorrow that they experienced.
Instead of the usual peaks, interested is objected to.
House considers getting increased oil.
The story. He notes that pump prices started soaring just as soon as Joe Biden took office, and immediately scrapped the Keystone Fortis.
There's a lot of activity early in the morning.
Dr.
The AM
Tony
band.
Evans says once family.
Inside a strong reaction. The search for a missing girl in the World Creek area near Mitchell continues.
We remain at
15th at Kincardine Connaught Park. It's open to all youth aged 7 to 15, and registration costs.
I've also installed in it a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack so that you can connect, in this case, a Bluetooth device. And the switch on the back, when I flip it, it'll move over to streaming media. So yeah, it works very nicely on both the Bluetooth, the auxiliary port, and as you can tell on the AM band. Very happy with this radio. Took a lot of work and a bit of an investment, as you can tell by putting in a new power transformer, but very pleased with the end result. So there you have it, the Rogers 4621.